Yeah, welcome to another exciting edition of Scott Brown has no building materials for his home renovation, therefore he has to work with other builders. In this edition we work with my friends Eva and Chris. Good friends, and I'm excited about it. And we're building a new house, starting to. It's winter, isn't it? It really is winter. At least it's going to be a sunny day. Good morning.
Good morning. Yeah, so it doesn't push the frame down?
Yeah. So it is a very crispy morning here in sunny Nelson, but it's beautiful. And we're going to be standing frames. I haven't done this in like 7 years or something. Not like this anyway. Welcome to the exciting episode, Eva. So this is my friend Eva's building site, and she loves being on camera. Not yet. Eva has an Instagram, so I'll pop that Instagram over here if you want to check out some building stuff. She's a qualified builder, and her and her husband Chris, they're both qualified builders. They do new builds like this. They've done a lot in this area here, and yeah, I'm going to help them with this one today. There's something interesting about these frames that I've never actually worked with before. So they're like plastic packers, and they are in place of your DPC, damp proof course, or Malfloid, the stuff that we usually put on when we're doing renovations to separate the timber from the concrete. So in this instance it's plastic, and what do you call them? High and dry packers. High and dry packers they're called. Basically they're under every stud, so the bearing weight that goes on that stud is being transferred to the floor. So the idea is that the bottom plate doesn't take as long to dry. When I've done pre-line inspections in the past, I've occasionally failed because of the moisture that takes a lot longer to dry in the bottom plate. The whole frame will be ready to line, but the bottom plate is the last thing to dry out. So the idea of this is up in the air, has more air circulating around it, and it dries quicker. And also it kind of acts like a roller skate when you're moving the frames around.
The frames, you see the print up here on them?
Yeah.
The other side doesn't have print, which means the print is always on the inside of the house.
Interesting.
Which makes it easier, so when you see the frames, you know exactly which way around it goes.
So if it's anything like it used to be for me, there's basically just codes all over the floor plan that show where each frame goes, and then each frame is labeled with that code so you know. So that's E1 there, E14. So this frame here should be E14. Where do they label it? There we go. E14. And that goes over there. Does it feel like a piece of home? Does it feel like you've got a piece of home?
No, home is here. Don't film me drilling a hole.
Easy peasy.
You don't get any yanks with it.
Interesting. I think it's the first time I've held a Metabo tool in my life. Yeah.
So using that, what?
Down there for a second. So you label the hold down as you're standing them. Type F.
Yeah. So I've got F's, G's, H's.
Yep.
And sometimes E's, there's no H, you know. Yeah.
So we are here,
We're here.
and that's type F.
Yeah.
E10. That's that one there. E10. So there we go, just like that. You turn half a forest into a house. Modern houses go up really quick. He's a chunky boy.
He's chunky.
Hey buddy.
Do you smell food?
Hello.
Ah, yeah.
Get into the food. Hello. Hello.
Cute day.
Yeah, he's real cute. He's happy? Yeah, happy doggo. Yeah. Oh my god. This dog, apparently they don't even know who the owner is. It just comes here every smoko time. It must smell the food or something. And then it wants a little pat, something to eat, and then it strolls back. So it's all about efficiency, right? Stand the frames up, then all the openings have different hold down requirements, and they call them like type E, type F. And then they go around sort of marking them all so they know exactly what hold down requirement is needed at each opening, and they mark it on the inside of the stud so they can see it from both the outside and the inside. But the idea behind that is that you can just go around and at a glance you know what to do. I'm enjoying this. It's like putting a puzzle together. Where's all the H's? F, H, there we go. We got one more. Another H. Hey look, horses. So it goes in there, like that. And that's it for now. We've still got to straighten all the frames, so I don't want to anchor anything into the concrete yet. But it's ready. So we do the same thing for renovations, and it's usually when we're doing like a new opening or where we have to add bracing. You obviously fix the bottom plates of all the framing. That's like, that holds it down, but this is like additional hold down strength, particularly where there's openings and particularly where there's bracing. You put the string line and you measure a certain amount off the wall. In this case we're going 20 mils. The key is to make sure you're then 20 mils here.
You're a great builder, but you give awful directions. Hiya.
Hi, cool bike.
Thank you.
Alright, so what's Jess doing?
Drilling.
Oh, what? Here you go, take this. Okay, give it a go.
Yeah. Perfect.
Now stick the nozzle in that hole.
You're doing a great job, Jess.
Hold it straight and pull. Like, and pull. Yeah, push it down. Go, keep on going. Push it down.
Keep going, all the way.
Yeah, keep on going.
It goes slow.
Oh, no.
It's concrete.
Oh, this way.
Good job.
Another.
Is that patronizing?
It's so patronizing. I might go home now.
Thanks for coming, Jess.
It's a day's work.
You haven't changed your mind about the lintel, have you, Eva?
Yeah.
You have?
We are putting it in.
You're putting it in? Yeah. H1.2. That's why it's pink. That takes the roof trusses that will be arriving next week, I believe. Yeah, so it's all pink because it's boron treated. So that's what the beam is made of, layers. Bolts, bolts, and more bolts. Basically the bolts have to go every 900mm centers, so we've gone around the whole house, used hundreds, literally hundreds of bolts to hold everything down. And it's particularly important where you come to doorways or areas where there's a lot of lateral pressure. So a doorway is a classic example, right? Right here is going to be a doorway in here, so we put a bolt nice and close to the stud. And we've got the same over there. That's a sliding door, but you know, if you've got a hinge door, you don't want that pressure moving the stud, the pressure of the door. So when you come up to the front door like this, it's got multiple studs, so you don't really have any room for a bottom plate. We've come up with this little method for getting a bolt into the bottom plate and securing that bottom plate. Then the stud connects to it and it shouldn't move. Chris, do you call it a reliever? The understud? What?
Understud, yeah.
Do you call it understud?
Understud, yeah.
Okay, now I'm confused.
I think whatever suits you.
Yeah, Chris Donnelly calls it a reliever.
Yeah.
Have you heard that before?
I have, but I've always gone with understud.
Same.
Yeah.
And then other people were saying king stud for the full length one in the comments. This is in America, I think.
Oh, okay. Yep.
King stud and jack stud. They call it jack stud, and yeah, we call jack studs the part under the window or something, yeah, or above the window sometimes. So yeah, we're just chiseling out the reliever. Hashtag understud. So you've still got the king stud next to it, where all the strength is.